We'll be looking at logic, how to prepare logical. Okay, you're all welcome. Tonight, we'll be looking at how to construct a logical table, truth table. How can we construct truth table for P disjunction Q, disjunction negation P conjunction Q? I know very well that some of you, this is your first time of seeing this in mathematics, but I'm going to break it down for you. Amen? Amen. Okay, so let us have a solution, truth table for P disjunction Q, disjunction negation, open bracket, P conjunction Q. This means disjunction. Amen. Amen. And this is the notation. While this means conjunction, take note. Conjunction. Then this notation means negation. So take note of this. You know, in my other videos, I explain this, and this. But this is another question entirely. And let us assume that this is your first time of saying notations of this form. So let me still explain it. Okay, so when we say disjunction, there are statements that has to do with or. Then conjunction, that statement or sentences that join two statements. That is conjunction. Yeah, somebody want to ask, we are learning mathematics and we are saying English. Yeah. In this life, I may say no one is lesser than the other one. All go together. In English, they also learn mathematics. That is that. Okay. Then this is negation. This negation means that just like we are talking about truth table. Amen? Amen. This means truth or true. True. Then F means false. Okay? So as you can see now, since we are talking about true or false, so this implies that negation, the negation of true is what? False. Then the negation of false, it means what? True. Just like a boy and girl. So if we want to look at it mathematically in logical form, the negation of a boy is a girl, then the negation of a girl is what? A boy. Take note. Is that clear? Okay. So how can we prepare this truth table? How can we prepare it? And today is your first time. I'm going to break it down for you to understand. Is that clear? It's okay. So let's proceed. Please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask, drop it in the comment section. Amen? Amen. Okay. Yeah. Don't mind, one of my students is laughing. It's okay. Okay, yeah. So far, so good. Yeah, this is your first time. Let me just break it down for you. In this, we have P and Q, two of us. It means we have two variables. So bear it in mind. As long as we have two variables, let us have the two table, P and Q. Amen? Amen. So far, so good. For the fact that we have two variables, it means P will now produce TT into 2, then FF into 2. Can you see now? So supposing we have more than two variables, assuming you see arrow here, it means P will produce how many T's? 4. Then it will produce how many F? 4. Please take note, very important. So for the fact that we have two variables, P and Q, TT, FF is okay. Then now we have Q. How can we prepare Q? Is Q, since there are two, right? Two, right? So Q will now go this way. TF, TF, TF. So look at it. So here we start with T. Here will now be F. Here will be T. Here will be what? F. Amen? Are you following? Okay. So far, so good. Let's proceed. Let us proceed. It's okay. Yeah. Somebody want to say, how can we prepare negation, open bracket, P, conjunction Q? If I were you, don't rush. Is that clear? First, consider either this bracket or this bracket, whichever one. Which one do you want us to consider first? Look at the board. This one or this one? Okay. I should go for this, right? It's okay. So here we are going to have P, the junction what? Q. Amen? Amen. So this is where the problem is. Look at the board very well. Please, if you have any question, ask. If you have any question, yeah. Good evening. How are you? Goku, Black. Where are you watching from? Which country? Japan. It's okay. You are welcome. It's okay. Let's look at it together. Look at it. You know, this small thing that you are saying, there is a rule guiding it. So you have to take note of the rule. As long as truth table logic is concerned, P the junction Q, the rule states that for one to consider the junction, it means the two statements are what? False. Otherwise, true. That is, it means that if assuming they ask true or false, true. True or false, you write true. You can now see that the two statements here, this statement 1 is true, this one 2 is true. So it means the conjunction, the junction of P and Q will now be what? False. Why? Because the two statements are not what? False. Do you understand? But it will, it will be true, It will be true because the two statements are not what? False. But supposing here we have FF, it means the statement, the junction of this P and Q will now be what? False. Take note, please. Okay, so let's look at it together. Amen. Let's look at it together. Look at it. This is P and Q. Is that clear? So far, so good. PQ. It means the statement P is saying true. True or false? Yeah. Then come to Q. What is the statement here? P is saying true also. So it means P disjunction Q will now be true. Yeah. Then come here. Come here. It will only be false if the two statements are false. Take note. Take note, very important. It will only be false if the two statements are what? False. Otherwise, true. Take note. Okay. Then here, come here. P is saying true. Q is saying false. So the disjunction of P and Q will now be what? True. T, true or false? Is true. Then here, P is saying false, Q is saying true. So the disjunction of this P and Q will now be what? True. But look at here. Q is saying false. P is saying false, Q is saying what? False. So the disjunction of P and Q will now be what? False. Take note. Very important. Any question? Please drop it in the comment section. Do you have any question before we proceed? Yeah. Any question so far? No question? It means you are good to go. It's okay. Let's come here. We are done with disjunction. Let us consider conjunction, right? Okay. P conjunction Q. Amen? Amen. Okay. Talking about P and Q. So we need to come here. And then this one too, we are going to consider the rule. The rule states that two statements are to be considered if both of them are true. Otherwise, false. It means if somebody, let me say P says true and Q says false, you can now see that the two statements here, this is true, this is false. So it will be what? The conjunction of these two statements will be what? False. Take note. But a situation where T, the conjunction of these two statements will be what? True. Please take note, very important. It's okay. So let's look at this idiot. Then, here, statement P is saying true, right? Then statement Q is saying true. So it means the conjunction of P and Q will be what? True. True or false? Okay? Then come to this statement P is saying true. Statement Q is saying false. So the conjunction of this statement is going to be what? False. Conjunction of P and Q will be false because it is only when the two statements are true it is considered to be what? True. Take note. Amen. Amen. Okay. So likewise, the same thing applicable here. P is saying false, Q is saying true. So here will be false. Then F, P is saying false, Q is saying false. So here is going to be false. That is that. Any question before we proceed? Okay. So here we will still expand the truth table because we'll not just stop here because of we have this, and this. Okay? So let us consider negation P conjunction Q. Negation P conjunction Q. Amen?
Amen.
Okay? So if you can see what I am saying, both in the spirit and physical, mathematically. Amen?
Amen.
One of my students is laughing. Don't mind them. It's okay. You know, mathematics is all about spirit. If you can't understand it in the spirit, it will be difficult for you to know it. That's just the truth. It's okay. So, negation I mentioned it earlier that negation, when we say negation T, it means F. Negation F, it means what? T. So take note. So we are talking about P conjunction Q. So here we'll be looking at this column. Yeah. Here, what we have here, T. So since P conjunction Q, so negation P conjunction Q here will be false. True or false? Then here is false. So the negation will now be true. Here is false. The negation will be true. Then here is false. The negation will be true. Amen? Amen. Any question? So we can proceed, right? Okay. So far, so good. Not be so. Not so. Okay. So we can now consider the whole of this. Yeah. We can now consider the whole of this. P disjunction Q, open brackets, disjunction, negation, P conjunction Q, right? Okay. Yeah. Let's look at it together. It means what we are going to consider. We are going to consider this row and this row. Amen? Amen. Okay, but here we are saying disjunction. So it means the rules for disjunction. Two statements are, you can only consider two statements if both of them are what? False. Remember. So here, this and this, look at it. It means this disjunction, this. TF, we're going to give us what? T. True or false? Then TT is going to give us T because this other both statements are false. Then TT is going to give us what? T. Then here, FT is going to be what? T. And you can now see that this result to TTT, and this is known as what? Tautology. So, in another way, if somebody wants to set this question, somebody like me, yeah, I may not say construct truth table for this. I may say show, otherwise justify your claim that the truth table is a tautology. Amen? Amen. So this is how you are supposed to prepare this truth table. Any question? Any question? No question? No question? Okay. So that is that. I can stop here. Thank you for watching. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.